Okay. Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of the Singularity documentation project. Today I'm going to talk about different skipping methods. First off, I'm going to talk about pop-up skipping like this. So what you want to do is have movement while you are while the pop-up is showing. That way you're skipping a couple of frames. So that like this. You have to get used to it because sometimes you jump too late. And so that's one concept I wanted to share. Now we're gonna talk about cutscene frame skipping. So and also we're just gonna talk about placements. So basically, if you go there while this cutscene happening and you look at the wall, you're gonna spawn directly inside the corridor. You can go there faster. So now we can talk about cutscene frame skipping. So when you're in a cutscene, and for example, I'm just gonna do something retarded like this. A couple of frames are going to readjust your camera. So I just wanted to show you how it works. So you can enter the exact position where the cutscene starts. Of course, cutscenes are all in-game, except one or two. So, and for example, so what you can do is, for example, so I know that the position is something like this, and if you get used to it like that, see, you skip some frames that are necessary for you to readjust the camera. So that will help you in the long term to save a couple of milliseconds, and if you do it every cutscenes, you're gonna save off something like 1 second to a run, which is good. And lastly, I'm gonna talk about a skip that I found during the attack. When the monster attacks you, the first monster you encounter in the game that will jump at you. And so I'm gonna talk about two things. First, the camera reversal for when you get jumped on by the monster, and also how to skip the monster entirely. So if you do it, if you're very used to it, it's gonna save you some time, and if you're not used to it, it's gonna take around the same. So I failed the pop-up skip right there. You see I jumped too early. So yeah. So to first I'm gonna show you the camera reversal, just in case you are in a good run and you don't want to jinx it and restart. So for example, you're trying to do the monster skip, but you didn't do it successfully. So when the monster jumps on you, if you look this way, you're gonna end up looking this way. If you look this way, you're gonna end up look this way. And if you look this way, you're gonna end up look this way, which is one of the good methods. So for example, there I'm at the correct location, so I can just go forward. But what you don't want to do is look the correct way, because if you look the correct way, you're always going to get, like, I'm gonna show you basically how it works real quick. So for example, if I look the correct way, it's gonna reverse my camera, and I'm now looking at the wall. Yeah, okay. So now I'm gonna talk about how to skip the monster. Entirely. So if you do it consistently, it will save you time, and if you don't do it consistently, it will probably take the same time as before. So what you want to do is when you enter, oh fuck. So first you want to not enter the trigger, and then you don't want to use your camera joystick. So it's not easy to do, but if you manage to do it consistently, it will be very nice. Because even I cannot do it consistently. So first you don't trigger, so you look at the wall like this. And then you jump on the railing and you don't move your joystick, because the camera will trigger the monster, basically. So this one jumped on me because I did not care what I was doing, but so that's how you skip the monster entirely. Thank you for watching this episode of the Singularity documentation project. I hope you enjoyed. More is coming very soon, and take care of yourself.